So earlier this week, I was watching a YouTube video and it was mentioned how Volvo XC40 Recharge 2022 models come with 250 kilowatt hours of free charging from Electrify America. And I paused, I'm like, wait a minute, I own a Volvo XC40 Recharge 2022 and I had no idea. So I called up Volvo and they said, yeah, you qualify and here's your activation code. So I tried to plug it into the Electrify America app, it didn't work. I called them back, they said, well, you have to call Electrify America. I did so. Electrify America said, no, you have to call Volvo in order to reset the VIN. Called Volvo back, they said, no, we don't have to reset the VIN, you need to call Electrify America. I called Electrify America and they said, oh, yeah, our fault. And then after a couple of days of their tech support department taking a look at it, the activation code got reset and I was in business. I have 250 free kilowatt hours with Electrify America. The truth is I'm not a big fan of Electrify America. The stations are very overcrowded with all the free chargers, which I'm getting ready to add to now because I'm going to head there and just kind of check it out now that it's loaded into my account. And we'll see how it is. It's supposed to be the supercharger network for non-Teslas. We're going to give it a shot. So the Volvo XC40 Recharge uses the Google Android navigation system, which I find very accurate as far as estimating state of charge once you reach your destination. It's one of the few that actually accounts for changes in elevation. For instance, electric vehicles, their weight is heavier than internal combustion engine cars. So when you go uphill, you're hauling more weight uphill, so you have a higher energy consumption. On the way back down, you actually regen, and it works out in your favor. Google Android navigation does a really good job of making those estimations for how much the vehicle is going to consume in order to get to wherever you're going with all the altitude adjustments.
Turn right, then slide left. Turn left, then turn right.
Hey Google, cancel navigation. So each Electrify America station has two cables for each charger. Although there's two cables, each charger can only have one charger active at a time. So the two cables are there basically for redundancy. Also at each Electrify America station there's many chargers, which is nice. So if you're going across country, similar to the Tesla superchargers, and you need a place to stop that you're guaranteed to be given a charge, or at least have your best shot, Electrify America is most commonly for YouTube road trippers, the locations that they stop at. That way, if one charger is down, at least there's 3 or 4 other ones that are available. So most EV road trippers on YouTube hug to the interstates and go from Electrify America station to Electrify America station. And for that reason, I don't normally stop at Electrify America because it's just a little too easy. The Tesla supercharger experience for me kind of takes the adventure and fun away from an EV road trip. I like to live a little bit more dangerously and live off the land a little bit more. So when I do EV road trips, that's what I like to do. So this will be my first time at an Electrify America station. Another thing that I am not a big fan of with charging infrastructure, DC fast charging, is using an iPhone app in order to initiate a charge. So I look for alternatives. The most common alternative is an RFID card. Shell Recharge, which the local power utility company here is Duke Energy, and they have a program called Park and Plug where they're implementing a DC fast charger network throughout the community. And those DC fast chargers run off the Shell Recharge network, and I do have a RFID card for that. So when I pull up to a Park and Plug hosted by Duke Energy, I can swipe my RFID card and start a charge right away. With EVgo, I have Auto Charge Plus with this Volvo XC40 Recharge, meaning very similar to a supercharger. At any EVgo station I could just plug in and it immediately starts charging and takes the funds out of my EVgo account. So it's the same thing as the supercharger, and it does work with the Volvo XC40 Recharge. I've done it several times, no problem. You just pull up to an EVgo station, plug in, and it starts charging. Very convenient. The third option is what I've set up here at Electrify America, which is moving the credentials from the app into the Apple Wallet. I have that for ChargePoint, so if I pull up to a ChargePoint, I have the RFID signal coming off my iPhone through the Apple Wallet application in order to initiate a charge. And similarly here with Electrify America, I moved it into the Apple Wallet. Ironically, after I went back and forth with the technical support about the 250 free kilowatt hours with the Volvo XC40 Recharge, the Apple Wallet feature wasn't working, so I had to open a second ticket for that, and they did finally work it out, and now the Electrify America card is in my Apple Wallet, and we're gonna try it out, see how it works. Okay, so I have the Electrify America app open, and I'm gonna try to swipe it on the RFID reader. Authorized. Initiating charging. Still initiating charging. There we go. Welcome, Walter. Now I know the charging curve of this vehicle, and at 66% I should probably be pulling somewhere around about 80 to 70 kilowatt hour or 70 kilowatts, and pulling about 60, so that's not bad. Let's take a look inside the car. So the Volvo XC40 Recharge has a very similar interface to the Polestar. I think it goes without saying that it's same electronics that are occurring in both cars. And I've done a lot of charging on road trips and become very familiar with the charging curve of this car, and it can definitely pull more than 57 kilowatts at this state of charge, but still not bad. It's pretty crowded here today, so perhaps the load coming off the inverters is more than can be distributed. I'm not really sure. But all in all, a pretty seamless experience. I was able to use the RFD in the Apple Wallet in order to initiate a charge, and I am pulling free kilowatt hours. Pretty sweet. Back home in the garage and getting ready to charge the way I normally do. 8 cents per kilowatt hour, much more economical. $3.99 is nice for courtesy charging at Electrify America.
but I'm going to save that for future road trips.